Hello, guys. I wanted to talk about insecurity, and I believe this is a topic that not everyone talks about because it's so vulnerable and you have to open up, and it's so much easier to share your stories from the past, and it's harder if you're still struggling and going through insecurities. But also, I think this is why it's so important. I don't know if there's really a reason why I'm doing this video. Maybe it's only just to vent, or maybe it's because somebody will relate to this. I cannot really give any advice or solution because maybe insecurity is something that you will struggle with for the rest of your life. But I believe there are ways you can handle it to feel more secure about yourself. So when it comes down to why people are insecure, I believe it's because we are not accepted for who we are with all of our insecurities. But it's still our responsibility to tell others how we work and tell others that we are insecure, to make them understand and to make them accept us for who we are. Otherwise, we will never know, and otherwise, we will never understand that we can be accepted for who we are. Personally, I always want to look like I know exactly what I'm doing, and if I do something wrong, I will make an excuse. And if I say something weird, I will make an excuse why. And those situations makes me almost lie sometimes. And I find myself in those situations at my working place. I haven't a salary yet, but it's not the absence of salary that makes me insecure. Maybe people have this weird view of money that if you have money, you will feel more secure and successful about yourself. But even if I had a salary, I would still find myself in troubles, and it's not the money that would help me. Actually, when I feel insecure, it's because of people and because of relationships, because you need to communicate. And at my working place, I have not many people there because I'm working with dogs, and it's not the dogs who are the problem. It's the communication, and it's about taking orders and be corrected by authorities. I have always found it hard, and uh, I'm so afraid of making mistakes, and you know, like, so I want to do everything correct from the beginning, but it's almost impossible. And I have never seen a working place as a place where you can make friends, even though your working mates are the people you meet almost all the time, and more than other people in your life. And I don't see authorities as somebody you can make friends with because they are the people who correct you. And yeah, so this makes it easy, I mean hard. It makes it hard to go authorities if you need comfort or if you need to tell about something that you're going through and when you're feeling bad. And actually, it's my view of authorities that makes me insecure sometimes at working place. Um, but now I don't want to talk about work because the topic is insecurity, and you can have insecurity in other areas of your life too, maybe in school or with friends or people who are the same age. Maybe you feel more secure with older people as me because when I talk with older people, it's more about sharing my thoughts and feelings, and it's not about making friends, so I don't have any pressure on me to be the friend they expect me to be, even though uh, friends are somebody you should share everything with. Um, I know that why we don't share and talk about our insecurities, I believe, is because we are afraid to push people away or that they will judge us and that they will think that we are weird. And maybe we are afraid that they will walk away from us and because they think that they can't help us. When actually everything we need is communication and that other people continue speaking with us and taking contact, because this will change a lot in our lives when it's the only thing we expect from people and we're not expecting for somebody to fix us or help us. It's only about staying there and being there for us. Um, Actually, it's pretty easy. It's not complicated, but we who feel insecure, we will think that people will see us as complicated, but it's not the case. Like I said, I don't really have a advice or solution to insecurity to get rid of it, but there are definitely some points that I see as important and how you can handle insecurity. And point one, it is that you have the responsibility to tell about how you work to other people. And point two is to surround yourself with people who accept you for who you are with all of your insecurities. Not all may understand or want to help or stay, but some will. And point three, like three. Point three is it's the hardest point, but also it's the most important. It is to be yourself and to understand that your value isn't determined by what other people think or say about you, and that you don't have to continue dwelling on your past mistakes or when you have said something weird, uh, because it doesn't really change who you are on the inside. And finally, I want to share a story from my life, um, and this story proves that point two actually works. And so, when I changed school in seventh grade, I had still problems with stuttering, and I was so afraid that my new friends would notice and react, but actually they didn't even mention my stuttering problems. And when time passed, I started speaking normally again. So this is why I believe it's so important to accept others for who they are, with their insecurities and all of their flaws, because love and acceptance will deal with the problem. And in a world where we could be so much more vulnerable and open and less judged, would make a huge difference. In this video, I actually didn't plan to talk about my Christian faith, but I still couldn't help it, and because I see this as a parallel with what Jesus is speaking about in the Bible when he tells to his disciples that they are no longer his servants, but they are his friends. And when we see God as more than just authority and somebody who corrects you, it will make it a lot easier to go to him and to be open, to be honest, and to know that he still accepts you and loves you. And this is the grace that deals with all of your sins and all of your problems, all of your struggles. And the verse I'm thinking about is in John chapter 15, verse 15. And then I will read to you the following verses too. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name the Father will give you. This is my commandment, love each other. So this is about love again. And he chose us not because we obeyed him, but because he chose us, we can bear fruit and love each other. Because when we understand God's love, we can love other people too. So I hope that this video helped you, and see you next time.